Whew. It's gonna be a fun one. Well, good morning, people. It is a cold, wintry day here in Utah. December 12th, I think. And we have finally gotten a proper snowstorm. So, just getting off work, had to keep the helicopter hangared over at the Salt Lake Airport. And drive back over here to the hospital to get my truck. And we're just about to hit the freeway on the way home to Ogden. So, anyway, thought I would have a little video trying to just create some more content for the channel here. So I was thinking about, how about some winter driving tips? First thing I should probably say is, the first tip is distracted driving, like trying to film a vlog while you're driving in the winter. Maybe not the best idea. So that's the first thing you shouldn't do. Unless you're an expert like me. Only kidding, but seriously. Okay, so my friend, my opposite pilot, he had me drive his pickup truck, sweet ass 4-wheel drive Toyota Tundra, from the hangar, about 10 miles over here to the hospital where we normally keep our helicopter, and he doesn't have winter tires on. So the road is definitely slick. It's sub-freezing temperatures, and it's still coming down. So right now we've probably got about 2 to 3 inches of accumulation on the roads, maybe a little bit more. Snow plows have been out there working, and the roads are pretty slick. Fortunately, everybody's being super careful, and there was only one spin out on the road over here. I didn't even get scared. I had to drive pretty careful, pretty slow, but everybody's being pretty careful. Fortunately, here in Utah, most everybody grew up and is used to driving in snow winter conditions, so they know to be super slow. But I did see one car spun out, slammed into the wall. I've got about 60 miles of a commute to get home, so I'm sure we'll see some more fun stuff. Now, as for tips, as I talked about on that last video, these winter tires. Having winter tires is absolutely key to having full confidence when driving in the winter snow conditions. A lot of people, I have this conversation all year long with people, and I don't know why this damn Walmart semi-truck is in the fast lane. What the hell are you doing over here, dude? And I'm always kind of surprised at how many people use all-season tires. I guess I would have ran all-season tires for some time before I came to know winter tires, but this is going to be a fairly long rambling video. But having dedicated winter tires with actual winter siping in them, you don't necessarily need to have studs. I've never had tires with studs. I'm not sold on that they're actually that good for winter driving, but having winter tires with a soft compound and sipes in the lugs, you know, the little cuts, all the little cuts in the lugs, is absolutely key to having full confidence when you're driving on the freeway. Like, for example, when I was just driving my buddy's truck over here, he says they're somewhat worn out tires, and they are all seasons. So the beauty of having a dedicated set of winter tires is you can generally get them changed out at the tire shop for about $60. they'll do a winter-summer switchover for you, which is pretty affordable. So you got to do that twice a year, basically. Unless you have your own freaking tire machine, which I intend to have at some point. So the other benefit is by switching out your tires and keeping them on halfway through the year, winter tires, you extend the life of both sets of tires, right? So yeah, the initial cost up front isn't that great, but when you only have to buy tires half as often, it kind of justifies it, doesn't it? In addition to just the commuting around and just the general travel we have to do here in Utah, we use our vehicles to get up and down from the ski resorts quite a bit, and not just for snowboarding and skiing, but for work. Occasionally I work up at the ski resort, and my wife works there, and so does my daughter. So the steep road up there, having winter tires is key for that. That road up to Powder Mountain in Utah is one of the steepest roads. It's either the steepest or one of the top few steepest roads in the state. I think it's a 16% grade, and every year, anytime there's a storm, you get some serious, you see tons of people slip sliding off the side of that road, going up, going down. Never changes. And 9 times out of 10, those people have all season tires on. Here we are, cruising, passing folks, and you know, having spent quite a bit of time driving with these tires. I've had these tires on for 4 or 5 years, and anyway, you get to know how much traction you will have with them. So like I said, just passing folks at regular speeds because you have full traction is super nice. Now, one other thing I was going to mention is that not only switching over your tires for $60 every month or every season is one way to go, but the way I do it on my truck is I ended up finding a used set of rims, so I can just do it myself on this vehicle now. So that's another way to go, just really nice and convenient. Here we go, we're doing normal freeway speeds right here. Gonna cross over the median here, not median, the band of snow, right into the next lane over with full confidence because it's got full traction. It's pretty sweet. This is an all-wheel drive truck, so my Subaru is also an all-wheel drive car. So as far as driving two-wheel drive or front-wheel drive, your results may vary. So either way, it's definitely worth it to have these things. You know, when you have good, well-made tires like these Yokohamas that are made in Japan or Toyos, they last a long time, way longer than any of the American-made tires I've ever had. So what you run into is lifespan of the tires, like the age of the tires. You're going to get into weather cracking and stuff, but you're going to get into that before your tread wears out. And that's pretty nice. Like, for example, I just put the lift kit on my 80 series Land Cruiser for my daughter, and I swapped the summer tires, the Yokohama Geolandar all-terrains, from this truck to that truck, because in the summertime I'm going to put mud terrains on this truck, either Toyo MTs or Yokohama MTs. So kind of looking forward to that. But so when I took them down to the shop to Big O Tires, they were like, well, we kind of don't want to install these. They've almost reached the maximum age, like 7 years or something. And the freaking tires still have tons of life on them. I wouldn't say tons. They've probably got about 30 to 40% of their life left. I've had them freaking all-terrains on there for about 8 years. As far as lifespan on these winter tires, yeah, if you run them in the summertime, you know, they're going to wear down quicker, but not as quick as you would think. And I drove this truck all the way from Utah through Canada up to Alaska and ultimately up to the North Slope of Alaska in the summer, and ran it all around up there. Had these tires on this truck for about a year and a half at one point, all through the summer. And fortunately they were on there on my trip back home through Canada because that was in the winter. But yeah, no noticeable degradation of lifespan of these tires. I'm always amazed at how much life they still have in them. So they will last you a long time, so you don't have to be afraid of buying winter tires and then they just wear out super quick because they're super soft. But anyway, what else to say about the winter driving tips are you definitely have to drive slower than usual. That's obvious. Gotta give yourself lots of room to slow down and stop, and lots of room to react to all the other dingbats out there on the road that don't know what the heck they're doing, that are probably going to slide into you. Probably having a kit in your truck for in case you do slide off the road, tow strap, a recovery strap if you have a big truck so you can help pull people off. There's a difference between a tow strap and a recovery strap. Recovery strap is somewhat elastic so you can snatch people out of the snowbanks off the side of the road, or get yourself off the side of the road by having somebody else come pull you off. But having some gloves, having a shovel, and some warm weather or some cold weather gear inside your truck, and any other signaling devices you might be able to have, some flares or reflective triangles, things like that. But not a super constructive video for you here, but anyway, be safe out there. Good luck driving in the winter. And if you got all-terrain, all-season tires, or a specific brand of winter driving tires that you like or have had really good experiences with, or maybe bad experiences with, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. So anyway, we'll see you later.